Happy 4th of July! I'm so excited. This is probably my second favorite holiday next to Christmas, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. But yes, I'm driving, so I hope no one gets car sick while you're watching this. I posted in the comment just a couple things I was gonna chat about and maybe hear from you about. Number one, what is your favorite 4th of July memory? And I would have to say one of my favorite memories is just our tried and true family tradition, swimming, barbecuing at my aunt and uncle's, waiting for the evening when it was time for fireworks at the local high school that was just around the corner. Did that every single year with my cousins who I grew up with, and just an amazing, amazing memory. And luckily, the tradition, so question number 2, what's my favorite tradition? It's about the same. I hang out with the same people, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my mom, my family, my immediate family, my husband now, and we just hang out and enjoy each other and wear red, white, and blue and laugh and all that wonderful stuff. But 4th of July is fun because it's summertime, and so if you're, almost about anywhere in the United States, you're going to be able to, swim and barbecue, and that's always a welcomed event. So again, happy 4th of July. I would love to hear what your traditions are. I would say up until maybe middle school, we were allowed to have fireworks. So in the city I grew up in, so we did that a little, but we didn't really, they were pretty dangerous, so we never went crazy in our family with fireworks. Kind of happy about that. But I do enjoy watching them. But I would say as an annual pass holder at Disneyland, I see amazing fireworks all year long, so fireworks really aren't the huge draw for me on 4th of July. So question number 3, what was that? Oh, yes. Oh yeah, this was really great. So I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, just shortly after I make this video, I'm actually going to send out an email to our database just telling our community, happy 4th of July, yada, yada, yada. And one thing I was thinking about let freedom ring, and what does that mean to me? What does that mean in my business specifically? So how do we let freedom ring? There are so many ways. I live it, so I don't think about it all of the time, but thinking about just the way the company started, it's getting a little hot in here. I started the company because I had the freedom to do so. Nobody was stopping me. Nobody really put up any red flags. Actually, it was almost like a welcome. I utilized a service through the United States Small Business Administration, the Women's Business Center, in the Inland Empire, and they provide free business consulting as you start and grow your business. And that was provided to me by the powers that be. And so I exercised that right and that freedom, and many years later, here I am with a business. So there's one way I exercised a freedom. Well, fast forward, for many years, it was myself doing pretty much 100% of the work. Publishing, business development, marketing, networking, everything was accounting, everything was me. And I exercised my freedom then to work when I wanted to. So it wasn't clocking in at 9, clocking out at 5. I was very, I'm very considerate of clients, and the fact that sometimes it's better for them to have a call really early in the morning or really late in the afternoon because they're trying to get business done, and so I could be flexible. So that's a freedom, to be flexible as you grow and start your own business. So a third freedom that we have now, 2017, is the fact that our entire team, if you notice down in our earlier posts for today, I posted a Happy 4th of July message that had all of our team's beautiful faces. And all of us live pretty far from one another. So we have 4 of us based in Los Angeles, 1 who's based in Los Angeles and is currently living in Grand Cayman. We have someone in Georgia, Colorado, Canada, Virginia, and that is it. But that's a freedom. We have freedom to work from wherever we want in the business that we're in. And that to me is amazing. That's how we let freedom ring. I don't have these guidelines that we all have to live in a certain radius and clock in, and there's a lot of freedom and flexibility on a day-to-day basis. And I am so grateful for that, because it's allowed me to grow the team with some really great people who needed freedom and who needed flexibility. So I want to say that I live by letting my freedom ring, and I encourage those around me to let their freedom ring. I don't want people to ever be in a box. I do not live in a box. I don't believe in boxes in anything that I do, and I don't think any of us should. I talk to people, and I can kind of, now I'm going off on a tangent, but as I talk to them, I can hear the box mentality coming out, and so very gently I encourage them to think a different way, or think about things from another point of view, etc., etc. But anyway, at Socialize LA, I would say that the team would definitely agree that we live out of the box, we think out of the box, and we live very, very free. And I am very grateful for our team members, grateful for our clients. We represent some really amazing people. I could go down the list. I write down our clients every week, their name and everything that I have in my head going on for them that week. And then that's aside from our regular project management system. So I think about our clients, and I just really, I appreciate and I respect each and every one of them. It's an honor to represent them in a very, representing someone online is not for the faint at heart, and it's also, we don't take it lightly. It's a very, very big deal for someone to give us the keys to their online reputation. So I want to thank them publicly, and I won't name them because I just won't name them, but I do want to just thank them for choosing Socialize LA to be that point person in their digital marketing and the go-to resource. So let's see. Okay, last but not least, the last thing I wanted to talk about was, how do you use your liberty in flexing your influence. So we still, in 2017, I come into contact with people who have yet to begin to share their expertise online, whether it's through blogging, whether it's through a current website, through an email marketing campaign or an email newsletter, press releases, social media, Facebook Lives, any of that. They still are kind of reserved. And one of the very biggest hurdles and questions that I hear from the people who fall under this category is that they don't know what to talk about, or they think that, you know, they don't have anything to say, that someone's already said it in their industry. So this is my gift to you, and I want to inspire you, and I want to challenge you to take these 3 steps. 1, think about your influence offline. You are the best at what you do. You know your service, your product, inside and out. I know it. A lot of you. You've been doing this for years, maybe. Maybe you are an established company and you have yet to venture out online. And so this is what I say to you, is that you do not want to be the best kept secret. Again, I've said this before, that's not a compliment. It's not something you want to be. And second of all, you are withholding really valuable, helpful information to your audience. And I would even go out on a limb to say that there are people that are looking for you and they don't even know that you exist. And that can be tweaked by the second step. The second step is, think about this. Every single month, plan out a theme that you want to talk about. So yesterday I sat with a client and we went through her annual plan. And so we sat there, it was myself, a couple members of her team, and then her amazing PR person. So we sat around and we talked about all of her themes, and we looked at, you know, every date that we want to emphasize, and we created content around those themes. It makes it so much easier to know what you're going to talk about before you sit down to write. I don't recommend sitting down at your computer to post for the first time. I think you should get out a pad of paper and kind of, you know, chicken scratch it first and plan and then go about it. But yeah, so number 1 is get over the fact that you don't think people want to hear that. Yes, they want to hear it. And there are people that just need to be reminded that you exist. So you maybe have met someone at a chamber event, at a NABO event, at an American Marketing Association event, and they really liked you, you really liked them, and they weren't ready to buy from you then, but maybe, you know, they just need a refresher. Well, your digital allows you to stay in front of people periodically. I'm not saying like spam them to death, but stay in front of them. And then number 2 is sit down, plan out your themes, and think of what content you want to write. And then number 3, decide what platforms you're going to publish on. So maybe you're going to start with a LinkedIn company page, or maybe you're going to start with a Facebook page. And maybe you're going to do an email marketing campaign because you already have a database. Awesome. Know what you're going to post, and then know where you're going to post, and do it. I know it might sound a little easier it sounds easier than it actually is, I know, but if you have any questions, put them down below. If I can type it out, I'll send it to you, but reach out. This social media, digital marketing is no longer a nice to have. It is a must-have in 2017. And so whether you use us as a resource or you use someone else as a resource, as long as you're getting it done, that's what matters. So we're here for you, and happy 4th of July.